International arrest warrants hang over these two guys, accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity by the International Criminal Court. They are not alone. There are more than 30 defendants at large, but they are currently the only acting heads of state and government. Neither is in custody. Instead, they both keep running their countries. So, is the ICC failing, and what does that mean for international justice?
If the court is unable to prosecute in the future, that will be a blow for victims and victims' rights.
The ICC is the world's only permanent court for prosecuting war crimes, genocide, and crimes against humanity. And Amnesty International's latest annual report warns that the court is under attack. The ICC has always had to face the problem of not having its own police force, so it has to rely on national governments to arrest indicted suspects. And that's exactly what didn't happen last year, on several occasions, most notably when Hungary didn't arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is facing an ICC arrest warrant. Germany, Poland and France also signaled they wouldn't arrest him either, even though they are legally required to do so as signatories to the Rome Statute, the treaty that established the ICC.
It communicates that he can go to those countries freely without fear of being arrested under his arrest warrant. And that takes away some of the power of the court.
For years, the ICC faced its strongest criticism from African states. Critics argued that the court disproportionately targeted the continent, since most of those indicted were African. And last year, Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger all said they planned to withdraw from the Rome Statute. The court also came under fire from some powerful non-members of the Rome Statute, namely the US and Russia, which imposed sanctions and even issued arrest warrants against ICC staff. But this could mean that they are scared, says Michelle Coleman.
If they weren't worried about their own potential liabilities or investigations, then they wouldn't necessarily have these trials or sanctions put upon officials.
Right now, the ICC is focused on this guy, former president of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte. Filipino police arrested Duterte just days after the ICC issued a warrant in 2025. The court is currently pursuing charges against him for alleged crimes against humanity committed as part of his war on drugs while he was president.
It shows that justice isn't limited to lower-level offenders, that leaders really can be held accountable. I think it shows that the court is still strong and that it is quite resilient in the face of the challenges that it's had.
Amnesty is urging governments to support and protect the ICC. Despite the challenges the court is facing, it's still one of the only paths to justice for victims of the world's most serious crimes.
It also is a very special court in that it revolutionized the ability for victims to participate and have their stories heard by the court.
But for the victims to be heard, those indicted will need to be arrested.